Did you know that every year since 2010, 11 to 14% of those who moved to Colorado came from the state of California? In fact, along with Texas, California is the state that has contributed the most to Colorado's growth from inbound migration. Both companies and individuals alike are making the move here. For instance, in recent years, companies such as The North Face, Palantir, Trimba, Virta Health, and LocalWise all moved their headquarters from the Golden State to Colorado to take advantage of job growth tax credits. One biotech company even moved their headquarters there after some of their employees visited the state and wanted to stay. In addition, individuals are choosing to relocate out of the state of California. Between 2010 and 2020, California saw slower growth than any other state in the country, with many leaving because of the high cost of living. But why are so many people making the move between these two states? Well, today on Across the Globe, we're going to look at how these two states have become increasingly similar and why Colorado may be becoming the new California. For years, California has held the title of the most populated state in the country and has long been seen as a land of opportunity. During the gold rush, for instance, the idea of moving to California became known as the California Dream. That's because the state was seen as a prime example of where you could go to achieve the American dream and attain upward mobility. Recently, though, the pursuit of the American dream in California has become more and more challenging, and this has partially contributed to its declining population. Colorado, on the other hand, has recently appeared to be offering its own version of the California dream. This is reflected in its population growth, suggesting that Colorado might be taking over as the new land of promise and may even be becoming the new California in more ways than one. Let's look at some of the factors that are contributing to this. Number 1. Culture. When people move to a new place, they often bring parts of their culture with them, whether it's their political beliefs, favorite cuisine, or love for a particular art or music style. Over time, as more and more people begin bringing similar beliefs to an area, that area begins to change, and that's what's happening in Colorado. More people from California are moving there, and as a result, many believe that Colorado's culture is starting to resemble California's. For example, in 2013, there was a shift in Colorado's politics. More people began moving from California to Colorado, and Colorado's political views began to lean more progressive, similar to California's. Some hypothesized that California's influence was making the western U.S., including Colorado, become more progressive. However, this trend wasn't limited to 2013. In fact, a 2023 article notes that Colorado's political views have continued to lean even more progressive over the years. And it can't be ignored that both states have voted blue in every presidential election since 2008. It's not totally clear if this is a correlation or causation. In other words, did Colorado just happen to become more progressive on its own, or has the influx of people from other states like California directly shaped this shift? Either way, Colorado has culturally become more similar to California. But the cultural similarity between the two states isn't restricted to politics. Both Coloradans and Californians have a love for outdoor activities, with mountain skiing being particularly popular. The two states also share a passion for the arts. While California is known for its film industry and has many film festivals of its own, Colorado actually hosts one of the biggest film events in the entertainment industry, which is the Telluride Film Festival. Lastly, both California and Colorado are hubs for technology and startups, and as more Californians move to Colorado, it's likely that these cultural similarities will continue to grow. Number 2. Economic environment. As we saw earlier, a significant number of relocations from California to Colorado are motivated by Colorado's more favorable business environment. According to the 50-state Small Business Regulation Index, California's business environment ranks last in the country. whereas Colorado stands at 25th. Additionally, a Forbes study ranked the best states for starting a business, based on factors including business costs, climate, economy, workforce, and financial accessibility, placed California at number 12, while Colorado was second place overall. That's partially because while California, and especially San Francisco, is traditionally seen as the country's major startup hub, Colorado actually has a much higher startup density. Although I will note that Colorado does have a relatively high corporate tax rate, it overall is far more business-friendly than California. It's not just businesses that are moving to Colorado to take advantage of its economic environment, though. Individuals are doing so as well. WalletHub, for instance, recently looked at the best and worst states for job opportunities based on factors related to the job market and economic environment. On this list, Colorado ranked 4th overall and was second place when it comes to its job market and 14th for its economic environment. California, meanwhile, while definitely not in a bad economic position with its ranking of 11th, lags behind Colorado according to WalletHub. Specifically, California placed 9th in terms of its job market and 16th for its economic environment. The difference between the economic opportunities of these two states is further highlighted when we look at unemployment rates. California's unemployment rate is 4.6%, over double that of Colorado, which has an unemployment rate of 2.1%. As we saw earlier, throughout its history, California has been seen as a place of economic promise, and while it does still offer plenty of strong economic opportunities, Colorado seems like it's beginning to deliver on a promise of economic prosperity even more. Number 3. Housing. There's no doubt about it. The cost of living has been steadily increasing in the U.S. for a while now. Recently, U.S. News and World Report said that the cost of inflation in the U.S. was at a 25-year high. Specifically, between June 2021 and June 2022, the Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers increased 9.1%, which is apparently the largest 12-month increase in about 42 years. As you probably already know, one of the main factors affecting the increased cost of living is the cost of housing. According to Apartment List, the average rent increase across much of the United States was at least 5% between October 2021 and October 2022. This has especially been the case in states like California. In October 2022, California saw the third highest rental price for a one-bedroom in the nation at an average of $1,658. Colorado, meanwhile, was several points lower at number 9, with the average one-bedroom rental costing $1,388 as of October 2022, which is 20% less than that in California. But these trends aren't restricted to 2022. When we look at Apartment List today, the disparity between the cost of rent in California and Colorado has only continued. For example, the median rent for a one-bedroom in Los Angeles today is $1,646 per month. In San Diego, that number is $2,016, and in San Francisco, it's a whopping $2,275. Compare that to some of the major cities in Colorado, and you'll see that the difference is pretty stark. In Colorado Springs, for instance, the median monthly rent for a one-bedroom is $1,181. In Aurora, it's $1,388, and in Denver, it's $1,431. The cost of buying a home is also, no surprise here, far more expensive in California than it is in Colorado. According to Zillow, the median home value in California is $744,280, while Redfin reports that the median sale price as of July 2023 was $783,300. In Colorado, the numbers are significantly less. Here, Zillow shows that the median home value is $537,600, over $200,000 less than that of a home in California. The median home sale price as of July 2023 was $584,000, far more affordable than California's approximately $783,000. We see the same story play out when we look at the cost of utilities. WalletHub, for instance, recently ranked the most and least expensive states in the US according to utility costs. Colorado ranked 13 overall, while California was 46. All this to say that at the end of the day, California's extremely high cost of living just goes to show you that its original promise of being a place where the ordinary person can live a good life is slowly going out the window, and Colorado is stepping in to pick up that promise. Number 4. Outdoor activities. California is well known for its variety of outdoor activities. From surfing in the ocean to skiing or hiking up its mountains, this state is a place in which people can take advantage of a range of landscapes all in the same day. But Colorado also has its own natural beauty that's just as impressive, even if it doesn't have the ocean. And more, it seems that Colorado is becoming more like California when it comes to the value it puts on outdoor spaces. While California overall spends more money on parks than Colorado, that number changes when we look at per capita spending. Specifically, the per capita spending on parks in California is $173. That might sound like a high number, and it's definitely one of the higher rates in the country. However, Colorado spends even more, with per capita spending on parks at $270, which is the second highest amount in the whole country, only being beaten by North Dakota. Number 5. Taxes. In addition to its lower housing costs and more favorable economic environment, Colorado also has a significantly lower tax burden than California. This was particularly evident in a recent study from WalletHub that ranked states based on tax burden, which is determined by the percentage of personal income that residents allocate to state and local taxes. California ranked 12th on WalletHub's list, making it one of the states with the highest tax burdens in the country. In contrast, Colorado was ranked number 24. This difference is also clear when we look at income tax rates. California's income tax rates range from 1% all the way up to 12.3% for top earners. On the other hand, Colorado has a flat tax rate of 4.4% for all income levels. While those in the lowest income tax brackets might find a slightly better tax environment in California, most people find more tax savings in Colorado. Again, what this means is that Colorado is a place where the average person can live without worrying about sky-high cost of living expenses pricing them out, and California seems to be losing its edge when it's compared with other similar states. What about why people are fleeing these states?